The Escapists' 2008 director Rupert Wyatt remade the classic movie Planet of the Apes in 2011. It was a huge undertaking, especially in light of the timeless original screenplay from 1968 starring Charlton Heston. Expectations were muted, because even this earlier work was a remake of Pierre Boulle's 1964 novel La Planète des Singes, also known as Planet of the Apes. The only uncertainty that persisted was whether Wyatt's version would resemble the previous work or the 2001 adaptation. The outcome was extremely unexpected. Will Al's 113 wrapper in part which caused 99% of deaths in the previous film? Let's find out. After 20th Century Fox Studios began toying with the notion of a Planet of the Apes reboot, Rupert Wyatt was called in as a potential director. Given the outcome, one could say it was written in the stars. According to Wyatt in an interview with Collider, it was a shared vision that helped him land the job.
Park on the north side. Gotta hold the button. It's being lit. These apes are smarter than you think.
Thus began the creative process for the development of Rise of the Planet of the Apes, a reimagining of a classic story for the modern day. The first installment of a trilogy would be Wyatt's Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Through a vision created by Wyatt, the three movies would provide a comprehensive and compelling narrative of the ascent of the primate class Hominoidea. Wyatt, however, was unable to make that vision a reality. Wyatt felt pressured by the deadline for the sequel's release when it came time to choose a director. He politely stepped away from the project after that, and Matt Reeves was in charge of Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and War of the Planet of the Apes, the other two sequels. The sequel to the 2017 motion picture War of the Planet of the Apes is titled Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. The narrative begins after many years in the future. Humanity has been invaded by primates to assert its dominance. Andy Serkis's Caesar, who appeared in Rise of the Planet of the Apes, is no longer with us. His martyrdom is a distant memory, yet his legacy is still very much in force. Beyond these specifics, there are very few other story points. Therefore, anything beyond those few facts is just conjecture. However, based on the title, one might infer that the upcoming movie would undoubtedly examine a world in which apes have taken over and the resulting associated problems. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel before continuing for further updates. Returning to the subject, the cast as a whole has been disclosed by the studio. It is yet unknown what roles each actor will play. It will star Kevin Durand from the Mortal Instruments' City of Bones, Owen Teague from It, Peter Macon from The Orville, Eka Darville from The Sapphires, Freya Allan from The Witcher, Travis Jeffrey from Rancor, Neil Sandilands from The Flash, Sarah Wiseman from Nerve, Raz Samuel Welda-Abzi from Found in a Dream, and Lydia Peckham from Cowboy Bebop. This story is being written by a four-person team that comprises Amanda Silver, Patrick Aison, Rick Jaffa, and Josh Friedman, which is an intriguing side note. Expectations are high for a deep and strong story with a breadth of view given this creative team. The simian flu significance has already been alluded to in the fourth and final installment of the Planet of the Apes reboot series, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. The Planet of the Apes trilogy by Matt Reeves will be continued in the film, which will also investigate what happens following the war for the Planet of the Apes. Even though it will concentrate on other people, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes has already shown that it will innovate on the simian flu, the main story element of the trilogy. The simian flu was originally featured in Rise of the Planet of the Apes, where ALZ-112, a compound that may one day treat Alzheimer's disease, is developed. In tests on monkeys, the recipients of ALZ-112 grew significantly wiser and stronger, and their eyes took on a green color. When ALZ-112 made Caesar the ape from Planet of the Apes talk, ALZ-113 is the following coloration of the recipe and is very harmful to humans. Humans exposed to ALZ-113 develop the simian flu virus, which causes vomiting and bloody noses, as well as eventual death. 99% of the human population was wiped out by infectious sickness, and it might reappear in the upcoming movie. The events in War for the Planet of the Apes, which were set a long time after humanity's demise, are expected to occur years after those in the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. The few remaining human populations are said to have been reduced to a feral-like existence in the movie's initial plot outline, according to The Hollywood Reporter. Given that there were rather normal people present in the War for the Planet of the Apes movie, something had to happen to turn them into primitive animals. The simian flu has evolved inside the body of a young girl, as seen at the end of War for the Planet of the Apes, and is now capable of infecting previously immune people. Colonel McCulloch is the virus's first victim. He contracted the disease by touching the young girl's doll. The colonel chooses to take his own life before his symptoms worsen, since the mutated simian flu causes him to lose his capacity to talk. The new strain has likely spread to these feral humans in the kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, because Colonel McCulloch specifically hypothesized that it may make people act animalistic. What do you think will be the virus able to spread in this part? I think yes. Let me know your view in the comment section. Coming back to our work. The infected humans from the next Planet of the Apes sequel will probably be substantially different from those from the original film, potentially addressing one of the franchise's main complaints. The show is sometimes criticized for giving humans, who are significantly less intriguing than characters like Caesar, too much screen time. This is particularly true with Rise of the Planet of the Apes, which gives James Franco's character a lot of attention. But it appears that there won't be many uninfected people in the kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. The humans won't likely receive any character development or screen time because they cannot communicate verbally. This might greatly benefit Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes by solving the franchise's human issue. In the famous 1968 film, mankind was reduced to little more than primitive animals that were vulnerable to hunting, scientific experimentation, and general brutality. Apes dominated this nightmare planet where evolution has been turned on its head. The last of mankind is shown in the first two original films to be incapable of speech or any type of intelligent communication. There has long been a mystery about the precise cause of humanity's mental and behavioral decline in the mythology surrounding the Planet of the Apes. The initial films didn't delve too far into the issue, and subsequent media, like the two television programs from the 1970s, portrayed people as still being able to speak. The conclusion of the first Planet of the Apes showed that nuclear war was the cause of humanity's demise. Many parts of Earth were destroyed beyond repair during this conflict, which was detailed in numerous comic books and short tales. Only a few isolated areas of vegetation remained, and it was in these areas that apes started to establish a new civilization with the help of human labor. Caesar, the chimpanzee who helped his people achieve independence in the original Planet of the Apes, concluding in Battle for the Planet of the Apes, advocated for equality between humans and gorillas. Unfortunately, this equality was not to be. Instead, the two species' relationship deteriorated during the years that followed. Guys, as the video comes to an end, tell me your favorite character in the Planet of the Apes franchise. I chose Caesar. Let me know your opinion in the comment section. Thanks for watching the video. We'll see you at the next one.